So I'm from South Africa, and at the moment we have about 1,000 people who is infected.
Back from Ghana, they've locked down now because it's getting serious there.
I'm actually from Croatia. We have 719 cases confirmed of coronavirus and 6 deaths.
I'm from the United States, and because it's such a big, diverse country, it's hard to answer for the entire country, but I think generally very bad.
You know, I've been in Beijing for a long time. I was here for SARS as well. I kind of have lived through this before, and I know that Beijing in particular knows how to handle this situation, so I've felt very confident that the city is safe.
I think it's been a lot of different feelings. At first, it was a lot of fear just because there was like nothing known about the virus.
But then, when we saw the steps being taken, I would say really, we felt secure.
After hearing a lot of things that the government said and staying indoors, following rules, and everything was fine.
It doesn't make any sense because, look, I go with what the WHO says, right? The WHO, initially, even China was saying, oh, we're going to call this the Wuhan virus, but WHO has had naming guidelines for many years now. When something like this happens, you look for something that doesn't stigmatize a country, a people, an area, or anything.
It's silly to me that even to be debating a name, because it's an illness and it's killing people, affecting people, and that should be the focus.
I think Donald Trump is crazy, something like he wanna make himself great, not America great.
I would say that this is a kind of very emotional statement because it sounds first of all racist.
I think it's an irresponsible use of language because they're using Chinese to associate it with Chinese people, and as you've seen in Western countries and in the US specifically, there has been an uptick in racism against Chinese and other East Asian people.
You can look at something that happened a lot of years ago that occurred in America. No one called it the American virus. It was just the H1Z1 virus.
This is virus. You cannot say this country bring this virus. It's shame.
Yeah, I shared my experience with all my relatives who are scattered between Pakistan, US, and Oman and some other countries. For example, wash their hands several times a day. Don't go out unless it is really, really necessary.
I told them that they don't need to panic. It's the same approaches that we were being told in our communities here in Beijing. Yeah. So I think that China understands it, and as I'm lucky to be in China, I told my family back there, this is the approach that I followed up to 3 months now, so I'm okay.
Well, basically, I say follow the example of what the city of Beijing has done. Everything they've done here, I think, is necessary for places like New York City and everything.
Now also China giving a lot of support for Europe, and this is great things. They need to fight all together because this virus, affects all the world.
So they have to follow the same system back there. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I pray that China will overcome this pandemic so that we all can go back to our normal life.